society work for milk and all that. So this is how they are doing. They are giving free. Then we will be addicted. Then say no, you pay for this. And this is what is happening in lot of services. Like WhatsApp was there. Earlier it was free. Then they said no. Now ads will come in that. YouTube, all earlier without ad. Now how much ads are coming? Or everything. This is how they are generating every minute millions of rupees. So this has come. Yes, many positive news we know. But one thing is there which I saw in that cyber crime is there, as we see that lot of people are digital arrest and thereafter the amount is transferred from different accounts. So I was just having a word with a senior officer, police officer. Why the operation of these accounts be straight immediately stopped? Because you know, if there is an account in the bank where hardly there are any transactions monthly, because I think Jan Dhan scheme, the government has opened accounts of about 80-90% people in the country. But they may have very small amount in that amount. And what is happening is those people are made to rent their accounts. Maybe 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 rupees a month. You will get 20-30,000 rupees. Somebody will have transactions worth lakhs of rupees on that. He will run away. That person may be in trouble. So why can't the operation of the account be stopped immediately? So now I think RBI has come up with they have this AI generated program, mulehunter.ai. So wherever mule account has sudden spurt in transactions, automatically the operation will stop. So after verification only it will start. So it's not that the government is not doing, government is also doing, but there has to be one up basically, because it is a cat and mouse game. With artificial intelligence and some of the softwares available on the dark web, some are available otherwise also. They are creating like all these things. Negative uses we all know, number of them. And he has also shared with you all these personality rights. Deep fakes are being created, no doubt. Lot of litigation in court. But what is the reason for all these deep fakes? Because they are all in public domain. The people are in public domain, their face and all that, everything, activity is there. It's very easy to create that, their actions, their face, their expression, everything. And how we are doing all this? Without going anywhere, we'll upload on the Facebook every minute. So our life is basically public domain only, whatever we are doing. You must have heard a lot of theft cases, because the people while going out will upload on the Facebook or somewhere that we are going outside for a week or 10 days. So the other type of people have free run, they know that the house is locked now, for we are safe for 5-6 days. This is how we are also creating this information, putting that in public domain, giving opportunity to other people to use that and misuse that. Now, one of the problem here is privacy is one part, data security is also another problem. Our data is, I think, huge data available everywhere, wherever you go, in whatever domain, maybe bank or anything. So that's the more important challenge. We also in court have lot of data of the people. We have about 5 crore and odd cases pending. Different types of data, some may be confidential also. So how to secure that data? Because what is happening is that they take data from somewhere. And somebody told me that a lot of information of the people everywhere in the world is available for sale on dark web. So you can always buy, because they have taken this data from somewhere. Now for responsibility, yes, Mr. Duggal said, somebody has to be responsible. Maybe like a company is given a status of artificial person. It should also be given. Somebody has to be responsible that he created it, whatever wrong or right their AI developed program does. Somebody has to be responsible for it. This is one part of it. But one is there that intermediaries, they should be made responsible that whatever is uploaded, it's not something very emergent information which need to go to the public immediately. Why there can't be a system? Now AI has developed some video, some photo, deepfake. The systems are there to verify that also. If after verification they found that yes, this is fake, they should not upload it. They should be also responsible for it. Yes, the rules to provide that the person who generates it should watermark it. But the people who will do something wrong will not watermark it. So there has to be responsibility of the intermediary also, so that he uploads that file only after verification, not that immediately if somebody uploads. That check has to be there on that. And now I read somewhere that to create all these deepfakes, on the website there are APK files are there from. Normally we have exe files, right? Exe files are safe, APK files are something dangerous, somebody told me. So I don't use, I am technologically challenged person, so I have no idea, but I read it somewhere. So we should be very careful in using those or downloading those APK files, because this may create problems. Now another thing regarding the code, little background I'll just give you. Use of AI in code. All of you are concerned with it. Now we have about 25,000 judges throughout the country at different levels. And how much cases are pending, you must be knowing it's about 5.40 crore. It's not a small amount. And how much is the institution and disposal by these 25,000 judges at different levels? In 24, it's almost close to that only, 2 crore plus filed and about 2 crore plus disposed of. The gap is about 15-20 lakhs. Regularly for 2-3 years it's going on. There is addition every year, no doubt about it. To take care of all this, we started using technology, not AI immediately. Because manually to deal with all these cases was a little difficult task. Especially shortage of staff, maybe shortage of judges also. We also created virtual court also for traffic challans. You must be knowing it. And I can share that when I was in Allahabad, 75 districts are there. So earlier 75 judicial officers, in each district somebody will take care of traffic challans only. So we had only 10 courts for the entire state. So this is how we were using technology, because the system was entirely online. So idea was to expedite the process, streamline the working and all that. So then to take care of that, use of IT in court in 2007, many of you may be knowing, but just here briefly. E-Courts project was initiated. Basics, some hardware initially. The Government of India is benevolent in giving money for this, I can share that. And this is only it's maybe the only project for which the government had given money to us to be spent independently. They used to give us money and we have to spend it. Basically, normal system of government audit and all that is always there. Otherwise, everything goes to the government bills and these are passed, but this was independent spending. So it went on from 2007 to 15, and I can share that out of 900 and odd crore rupees, we could spend only 600 and odd, because we were very conservative in spending money. We were not into all these things, tendering and this. Then came the second phase in 2015. The amount given was 1670 crore rupees. More. We created mobile app and all that, lot of technological changes. 23 third phase came. And in third phase, the amount given by the government was more than 7,000 crore rupees. And there we started using AI. And special funds of more than 50 crore were earmarked only for that, for use of AI in court. And what was created, that was in the second phase only. You must have visited the National Judicial Datagate. I think the largest repository of the court cases in the world. Nowhere in the world you will find such kind of information available of a court system. I have been to many conferences where the people from other countries were also there. They are also surprised how much information we have put in public domain. One program was there, we have a National Judicial Academy at Bhopal. Judges from UK also had come and we were there for presentation on use of IT in court. Even they were also surprised to see the kind of use of IT in our court system. Even England does not have these facilities. This is the kind of system we have. Now the information available on the NJDG of pending and decided cases is in crores basically. And what you find there with the use of AI only, that tendency is there, it is year-wise you find, type-wise, district-wise, different parameters if you visit that and have time to go into details. And one of the very important information on that is also AI generated information as per the data uploaded. is why the cases are being delayed, decision is being delayed, reasons for delay. And in that, I think the role of the lawyers will be very important, because about 35% cases are being adjourned only or delayed only because of absence of a lawyer in a case. This is very important. This data earlier manually it was not possible to compile of the entire country. So this is how we are collecting it and taking steps. There are other reasons also many. Maybe sometimes the record has not been received from the court, or maybe different reasons are there, 8-10 reasons. So this is how we are using it and then taking steps for correction wherever is required. Besides that, we have the websites of different high courts and district courts. That's a different thing. And another thing where we are using AI is, many of you may be knowing about the Supreme Court. Another site, ESCR, is known to how much lawyers know about ESCR. So this, I think every lawyer should know. This is ESCR, Supreme Court reports used to be there. Now how much information is available on that? It's about 37,000 Supreme Court judgment and 1 crore 70 lakh judgments of different high courts. There we use AI for search, and search engine is, I think, one of the best. Another thing available on that is the judgments of Supreme Court translated in different regional languages. Because you must have heard that we see every time, I think long back our then President said that it should be in regional languages also, because many people don't know English. They will not come to know what has happened in this case. So we are translating the judgments of that area into that language. And firstly, primarily it is the language which is recognized in our constitution. So you will find thousands of judgments translated in different languages. So the litigant also can know what has happened in this case. Now there is BGSCR also. This is a, like Supreme Court report used to be there, where we printed, it's in the paper book, means the book style. It has head notes also. Others is only PDF copy of the judgment. And just mind it that the judgment is first uploaded on this ESCR or any High Court portal, then only it goes to any private player. They only take the earlier system of getting the hard copies and then printing in the books or uploading, that is gone now, because everybody takes out from your website only. Now we had scanned the all previous published SCRs also, and for that, to extract the metadata, we used AI, because we scanned them, extracted the party's name, number and all that, then manually checked it, because everything which is uploaded, like this translation, lot of AI has been used, but thereafter it is manually checked. We are not dependent 100% on that. So this has the head notes, yes. Now you must be knowing, because the lawyers who are in the Supreme Court practicing there, the constitution by hearing, you have this transcript also immediately coming in. For that also we are using AI, and very useful. If you have made your notes, you know some lawyer had argued at that time. This is all recorded, lying there. So we can always say, give me the printout of the argument between 10:30 to maybe 11:30. So everything will come exactly what was argued. So this is the benefit of it. And the other part of it is also, some lawyers file review, they say, you see the recording, I had argued this, it is not noted in the judgment. So there are different things. And I can share, in one case I was hearing that was a complicated matter in one court. So it was being reported minute to minute basically what somebody is saying in the court. I recorded the arguments. Thereafter, I asked my law clerk to check all the news on these portals which are there, apps, that anything said by a lawyer is not left out, just ensure it. Because they will have the record, so this is sometimes plus and minus, it is there. Many of you may be knowing about the Bhashini app. There is a app, Bhashini. It's again Government of India only, IT Ministry. It can translate in 13 different Indian languages from English. And I can say that 90%, 95% correct immediately. So this is how we are using it. E-filing is there, some automatic system we have to find out the defects and all that. This is at the elementary stage we are giving it. But there can be other uses also. You see, now we are digitizing the record. The evidence is being recorded on computers only. In many cases, some of just ideas I will give. 313 statement, like old, we are of old school only, so we remember the sections of the earlier acts only. 313 statements we have to confront everything to the accused. Now there are cases where there may be huge evidence. So there the AI can be used to sum up what it is, what questions to be asked to him. Predictive analysis, yes, as Mr. Duggal suggested that the lawyers also come fully prepared, no, the litigant, so they also give full. Maybe this AI tools can be new law clerks with us, that they will just scan everything and give us a brief, that this is what the case is, these are the judgments on this. But one thing is there, 138 of the Negotiable Instruments Act. How much is the pendency? This is about 10% of the total pendency in the country. There are about 40-50,000 cases pending at different levels. This can be, I think, lot of AI can be used in that. Motor accident claims tribunals, this is all calculation only. 3-4 factors is fixed. Rest are hardly, I think, 10% cases where maybe some other dispute. So you can always have AI and make a calculation finish. Thereafter, maybe some small cases where only fine is to be imposed. I read news, I think day before yesterday, probably fine imposed was few hundred rupees. He had to attend, I think, 30 hearings or something in a case where imprisonment or fine was there. So this is how they are taking a lot of time of the court. And if this litigation goes out, maybe we can spend time on the quality litigation which may not be coming to the court now. And in that only you will also find that substantial amount of litigation in court is being disposed of uncontested. That means either it is frivolous or what kind of it is, this is there. Lawyers are using it in different areas. You all know it. There is no need to tell all this, but one problem is there as non-existent citations is one part. But what we have seen in the court only because everybody is ready with all the library in his mobile only in the court. If you ask a question, some lawyer will just search on the mobile and take out the judgment and start reading. Without realizing, maybe that was a minority view in a constitutional judgment, or maybe that judgment was overruled. Because these open source platforms which give you judgment, they will not tell that whether this judgment is overruled or not. Some private players, yes, they tell you. But this is very dangerous, we have found that. Now as Mr. Duggal has shared, yes, this is another problem. We had framed, I was heading a committee, I think in 2018, we had framed the electronic evidence. The idea was that a lot of electronic evidence was coming in the court. And that was being put in court like a CD, you put a tag in that, put it after hole is there, or some pen drive in an envelope and all that. This is the kind of electronic evidence we were getting in the court. So how to receive, store and retrieve it. So at that time nobody thought of that there may be some artificial things also coming in, generated evidence artificially. But in any case, we had given that report, is not yet notified, but that report was given to the Supreme Court. Now, creation of evidence, use of AI in that is very dangerous. As you said in a matrimonial case, there may be somebody generating some documents, some orders, maybe like in the old your Evidence Act, 30-year-old document presumption. So he creates a document. He says the presumption of truth is there. So what will happen? Nobody can verify this. You will not find that in the record. So this, somebody can forge a video of a scene of crime to create a problem that I was there or somebody else was there. Or he may create a video showing that I was somewhere else to claim an alibi. Or some documents also, digital communication. A lot of issues are there. Non-existent citation is one part. It's not limited to our country. In many developed countries, it's going on. Name about America, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, England, everywhere. And in America, somebody had put an AI lawyer only for arguments online. When the judge asked the question, he said, yes, it's AI. I think he had imposed cost of $5,000 on it. This is what is happening. And another thing which I came across, Mr. Duggal will know it. There's some devices come, you put in your ear, it will hear everything and give you answer also. This is something I don't know. Somebody was sharing. So it is all connected with maybe some net and all that information. So it will give you the total information answer of everything. And this is being tested now that a chip can be put in the brain. This is also under testing. So you are expert on everything without reading or passing any exam because Google Devta is inside you only. So these are little dangerous things going on. Yes, Government of India, these November 25 guidelines are there, but it's all in work in progress, in fact. Under the new Data Protection Act, they have given that the consent is required. But consenting part is only if somebody is to do something illegally. If the people are doing otherwise, then no consent or anything will be relevant for that. China has put, I think, some obligation on the intermediary also. So that kind of a thing is required for our country also, though our country presently what is seen is not coming out with an independent law. They say the IT Act will take care of whatever the rules and all that which they will frame. Another thing which you must be seeing is neutral citation. Many of you may be knowing, I think. If not knowing, this is also another thing. If you download any order from the High Court or Supreme Court website, on the top right you will find a citation on that. This is a self-generated citation of the court of that judgment. Like for Supreme Court we say IN 25 NSC, the number is there. So this is the citation we have generated for the courts independently, and you will find that in many orders which are being uploaded for yes, in all judgments you will find equivalent to other journals which is there. But one thing is there, if you get any judgment, maybe through any AI and all that, you should always check it from the official websites. Means this ESCR is there and all that. Minded, if you search any judgment on any free platform, this ESCR or any High Court or Supreme Court website is not accessible to them. They will not give you any information which is available with us. Because authentic information for verification is with us only. And maybe there are good private publishers also, they have some authentic because they upload the judgments only. One thing I was correlating, just to conclude, we have 11 fundamental duties in Article 51A. And one of the duty, 51AJ, is duty to foster scientific temper, humanism and spirit of inquiry and inform. And spirit of inquiry, they say, we need to question, investigate, ethical use and all that. So this may cover in that as one of the fundamental duties. Our approach has to be very scientific, and this is a new challenge which has come. Otherwise what will happen is we will just fade out our memory. Wherever we'll go, we'll be blank only, and go whatever our mobile or anything will direct us, we continue doing. You must have read a lot of news that somebody was using the map or something which is that app and ultimately landed in some river or somewhere. This is how it will happen if we use AI blindly. So we should not be doing that. We have to be very careful. As a tool, yes, but not as a master. And one thing more, just in the end, somebody was sharing one thing that all these cases can be decided by the AI in the court. But then the question arose that if you have used one tool of AI to decide a case, where the appeal will lie? So somebody in a lighter way said that some other AI tool will examine that whether this is correct or not. So this all will happen. I think the big challenge of this century we are having, and we should take on it because we can't live without it now, otherwise we'll be backward. But fact is that we have to be very careful in using that and not let it be master. It should be for our help only, as we are trying to use in our court system. Thank you. Yes.
Very grateful to you, sir, for sharing your deep insights on this ever-evolving topic. Completing our distinguished panel is the celebrated poet, author and ambassador of Hindi literature, Shri Dinesh Raghuvanshi जी. उनका जन्म 26 अगस्त 1964 को उत्तर प्रदेश के बुलंदशहर जिले के खैरपुर गांव में हुआ था. I will hand it over to sir.
बेटा परिचय पढ़ोगे तो फिर इतनी देर में तो मैं पैदा ही हो गया हूँ सर. सर ने जो अंत में बोला लास्ट में, एक बार मैं चाहता हूँ सभी लोग जोरदार तालियां दीजिए. कमाल का बोला सर. सर एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ मैं, परम ज्ञानी लोग मंच पर बैठे हैं. दुनिया की कोई भी टेक्नोलॉजी, कितनी भी बड़ी टेक्नोलॉजी आ जाए, लेकिन कोई हाथ ऐसा नहीं होगा जो आपके आंसुओं को पहुंच सके. जब आपको जरूरत हो कोई कंधा ऐसा नहीं होगा जो आपके कंधे को लग जाए साथ में, और कोई भी व्यक्ति दुनिया में ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी ले आ सकता जो भावनाओं का संचार ला सके। मेरा दावा है, मैं कवि के नाते कह रहा हूँ, मेरे को दुनिया भर की सर पोएट्री भेजी जाती है कि चेक करिए, एक भी पोएट्री उसमें ऐसी नहीं होती जो बहर अरकान चंद मीटर पर पूरी उतरती हो। तो एआई कितना भी कुछ हो जाए, मनुष्य का मन सबसे बड़ा होगा दुनिया में, ये मेरा दावा है। लेकिन सर जैसा आपने कहा कि एआई हमारी हेल्प के लिए होनी चाहिए, ये सबसे बड़ी बात है सर। दिल से मैंने भी आज बहुत कुछ सीखा। पवन सर बहुत ही अच्छा, और सर आपको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। 2 मिनट का समय सर हमें चाहिए, आज कुछ लर्निंग लोगों को सम्मानित करना है। सबसे पहले डॉक्टर गौरव कुमार सिंह IAS आई प्लीज सम्मान होने के लिए। बेटा उधर से पकड़ाएं फटाफट। डॉक्टर गौरव कुमार सिंह सर हिंदी मीडियम में सर्वाधिक अंक लेकर आए 2013 में और यूपीएससी टॉप किया सर, और आज की तारीख में कलेक्टर रायपुर हैं। इससे पहले दंतेवाड़ा कलेक्टर रहे आए सर, और आज महामहिम माननीय सर आज राष्ट्रपति महोदय ने इनको सम्मानित किया देश में। गौरव प्लीज आइए सामने सर कहा सामने आ जाए, ऊपर है, हाँ ऊपर सब लोग। अच्छा जो संभव हो सर, तो एक बार जोरदार तालियां सभी के लिए। और इससे पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री महोदय ने भी दंतेवाड़ा में शिक्षा का अभूतपूर्व कार्य करने के लिए उन्हें सम्मानित किया, तो ये बहुत बड़ा गौरव का पल है। नेक्स्ट मिस भूमिका इंदुलिया प्लीज हुआ जाए। लीगल जर्नलिज्म में सबसे बड़ा काम कर रही है, 14 साल हो गए। द बार बुलेटिन की एडिटर हैं, और बहुत बड़ी बात है, बहुत तेजी के साथ बोलूंगा, थोड़ा जल्दी आ जाए बेटा, बहुत तेजी के साथ। जोरदार तालियां आपकी जी। सर से भी प्रार्थना, सर वेंकटरमण सर थैंक यू। एक बार सर का धन्यवाद करिए, सर सामने आए दोनों, धन्यवाद सर। श्री BS डागर सर, आप प्रेसिडेंट है JK ग्रुप में, और इन्होंने ग्रामीण 15,000 बच्चों को अभी तक रोजगार दिया है सर, ये कितना बड़ा काम किया है श्री BS डागर। आइए सर जल्दी आते रहे, जिसका भी नाम होगा श्री BS डागर सर। और अभी दिल्ली हाईकोर्ट में सर एक समारोह में इनको सम्मानित किया गया। श्री तुलसी गर्ग जी, एशलॉन इंस्टीट्यूट के चेयरमैन। ग्रामीण अंचल के सर अभी तक 20,000 से ज्यादा बच्चों को एजुकेशन दी है, लॉ एजुकेशन दी है, आपका लॉ कॉलेज भी है सर। श्री तुलसी गर्ग, थोड़ी तालियां देते रहिएगा। श्री डॉक्टर राजीव त्यागी, सबसे बड़ा यूनिवर्सिटी पूरी दुनिया में शायद इस वक्त होगी, अकेले सर 26,000 से ज्यादा स्टूडेंट पढ़ते हैं सर इस वक्त। मैं चाहता हूँ एक बार जोरदार तालियां, बहुत बहुत महत्वपूर्ण योगदान है उनका। नेक्स्ट श्री नितिन हमारे आदित्य अग्रवाल CEO सत्यम ग्रुप सर, 40 एकड़ की टाउनशिप लाए जो जजेस के लिए और लॉयर्स के लिए नोएडा में सिर्फ घर दे रही है। और एक कवि को फ्री में वादा किया सर उन्होंने, ये देखते वादा ऑनरेबल जस्टिस के सामने सर कमिटमेंट हो गया। तालियां बजा दो। अब ये देखते हैं सर, मैं आपकी अदालत में ले आऊंगा, इनको नहीं दिया तो। थैंक यू वेरी मच। एडवोकेट प्रवीण अग्रवाल, 25 साल से भारतीय सांस्कृतिक सेवा ट्रस्ट समाज में योगदान अभूतपूर्व। और सर आपके फादर भी सर हरियाणा में रिटायर्ड सेशन जज रहे हैं, और सर फ्रीडम फाइटर रहे दादाजी, एक बार जोरदार तालियां। नेक्स्ट श्री संजीव अग्रवाल जी ने खजानी पॉलिटेक्निक की स्थापना की, अभी तक 25 साल पहले की थी सर। अभी तक लगभग 24,000 गरीब और जरूरत बच्चों को इन्होंने, लड़कियों को सब पढ़ाई और शिक्षा दी है, तकनीकी। जोरदार तालियां थोड़ी सी। श्री विनय गोयल चेयरमैन SRS स्कूल, 2014 में शिक्षा के लिए अभूतपूर्व कार्य कर रहे हैं। 2014 से बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ के जीवन का संकल्प, 1000 बच्चों को फ्री में एजुकेशन दिया है अभी तक, थैंक यू। श्री मनोहर पुनियानी, 10 NGO से जुड़े हुए मनोहर पुनियानी फरीदाबाद में आते हैं सर, और बड़ी संस्थाओं से जुड़े हुए हैं। एक बार आए श्री मनोहर पुनियानी जी, थैलेसेमिक बच्चों के लिए बहुत बड़ा काम कर रहे हैं, थोड़ी सी तालियां बढ़ाते रहेंगे आप लोग। श्री मनोहर पुनियानी, इसके बाद श्री नीरज चावला RWA के सहयोग से प्रेसिडेंट हैं, लेकिन सामाजिक और गरीब बच्चियों के लिए जो काम किया है उन्होंने सर, बहुत प्रतिष्ठा है समाज में, एक बार जोरदार तालियां सभी के लिए। श्री रामगोपाल शर्मा हमारे एक बहुत बड़े शिक्षाविद हैं सर, ग्रामीण अंचल से आकर एक महानगर में अपनी बड़ी जगह बनाना और उसके बाद बड़े विद्यालय स्थापित करके गरीब बच्चों को पढ़ाना, थोड़ी सी तालियां बढ़ाते रहे आप लोग सभी। एडवोकेट अभिषेक अग्रवाल जी, 1962 में आपके दादाजी ने हाईकोर्ट में प्रैक्टिस शुरू की थी, ये बड़ी बात है, और 3 पीढ़ियों से वकालत कर रहे हैं श्री अभिषेक अग्रवाल जी। मैं 1 मिनट में ही कर रहा हूँ। श्री एडवोकेट RP वर्मा, जो अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा उनका काम है, कद है उनका, और फरीदाबाद में शायद सबसे ज्यादा सम्मानित एडवोकेट्स में से, जोरदार तालियां दीजिए, 40 साल से ज्यादा का अनुभव। श्री SK बॉस सर, मानव रचना से हमारे बीच है, मानव रचना यूनिवर्सिटी, मानव रचना से बॉस सर, प्लीज सर सामने आइए। नेक्स्ट श्री हमारे बीच में योगा माया जो हमारे बीच है, प्लीज योगा माया, प्लीज योगा माया। हाँ, आप एक्स आप मेंबर हैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट बार की, तो थोड़ी सी तालियां दे दीजिए। विनोद कुमार सर वर्मा वाइस चांसलर हैं हमारे, आदित्य वाइस प्रेसिडेंट आदित्य बिरला ग्रुप, प्लीज आए सर। सर आइए। और विनोद कुमार जी के बाद में श्री राजेश खटाना जी, सामाजिक कार्यकर्ता एडवोकेट राजेश खटाना। कोई नाम छोड़कर श्री राजेश श्रीवास्तव, प्लीज आए सर। कोई नाम और छूटा हो तो मुझे जरूर बता दें।
नाम बता दिया।
विनोद जी एक नाम और छूटा हुआ है सर, वो दिनेश रघुवंशी जो मंच पे खड़ा है
बता दिया।
सर मैं नहीं सर के लिए एक बार धन्यवाद। कोई नाम छूटा हो तो मैं माफी चाहता हूँ, लेकिन जी धन्यवाद सर। सर नीचे आने सर, वहीं आने। AILFT की टीम प्लीज एक ग्रुप फोटो के लिए आ जाए सर के पास। आ जाए आइए सर, आइए सर एक टीम। हाँ पहले सर का सम्मान कराना विकास जी। हाँ पहले सर का।
पब्लिक चलाने लगती है।
ऑनरेबल जस्टिस राजेश मित्तल सर और श्री आर वेंकटरमन रमानी सर, हमारे अटॉर्नी जनरल ऑफ इंडिया। थोड़ी सी तालियां। विकास वर्मा एडवोकेट ऑन रिकॉर्ड और चेयरमैन डॉक्टर विनोद कुमार गोयल प्लीज सम्मानित कर रहे हैं। डॉक्टर विनोद गोयल सर। हाँ सर, आप लोगों की थोड़ी सी तालियां कम है। धन्यवाद सभी का आपका आने के लिए। विकास जी सर का सम्मान जी। विकास जी सबका कोई नाम छोटा पवन सर को, पवन दुग्गल सर कमाल का बोला। और सर पवन सर आपसे आज बहुत कुछ सीखने का मौका मिला सर मुझे, प्लीज आ जाओ।
Please call upon Durgesh Gupta ji, Ankit Gupta ji, Samta Pushkarna ma'am and Vibhu Shankar sir to felicitate Pawan Duggal sir ji.
आगे सर।
May I request Mr. R.P. Verma, Bhumika Indulia ma'am, Rohit Pandey sir, Yog Maya ma'am to felicitate Venkat Ramani sir.
काम नहीं हुआ, काम नहीं किया।
Okay, you got it. Mr. S.K. Bose, Mr. Rajesh Khatana, Jatin Verma sir, Jyoti P. Deborah ma'am, Amriti Yunus ma'am to felicitate Dr. A.K. Ahuja sir. In the end, may I request Ms. Kriti Kumari, Mr. Umesh Chaurasia sir, Saurabh Yadav ji from Rewari, Mr. J.K. Verma sir to felicitate Dinesh Raghuvanshi sir. May I please request Dr. Monica Gosai ma'am, Senior Advocate Supreme Court, and Ms. Rajeshri Reddy to come here and felicitate all other dignitaries. Rohit Pandey sir. Also, Mafi, if there's anybody from SCBA, any Supreme Court advocates who wishes to be here, please feel free to come ahead.
You all are requested, please be seated. Don't move because your participation certificates are always ready. So we are on the next step. We are. You all are requested, please settle down because this is the last step.